Hi everyone, welcome to Lola's Frugal Life. This is episode number 193. This is my weekly meal plan episode. So please stick around for a few quick words from our sponsor and we'll get right into the show. Okay everyone, welcome back to my weekly meal plan episode. If you're new here, just real quick, every week I share with everyone my weekly meal plan for my family. This episode comes out every Wednesday. The meal plan starts on Saturday. It runs Saturday through Friday. It's pretty much just dinners. I don't really plan for breakfast and lunches, and I do share the recipes for the ones that I have links for. I post them on my Facebook page, and I also include in the episode where they can be found. Not all recipes have links because there's some things I just make, but any ones that do, I definitely share them. And the reason I do this is because I think that meal planning is really important for saving money, for wasting less food, for just making your life easier and knowing what you're going to make for dinner that night. So this week's meal plan starts Saturday, May 1st. So Saturday, we are going to be making penne with broiled chicken. And that is one of the recipes that I don't have an actual recipe link for, but it's really pretty simple. I just take some chicken, cut it up in small pieces, put a little olive oil and some seasoning on it, and broil it in the oven so that it gets like a little bit crispy, like almost kind of like a little bit like a grilled chicken type, thing. And then I just make some penne pasta. I just boil it up, toss it with some olive oil when it's done and some seasoning, and then I take some shredded mozzarella and just kind of mix it in with the penne. And then some of us put the grilled chicken on top of that, but I do have one daughter that doesn't eat meat, so she just eats it separately. Eats the pasta with the cheese and not the meat. But if you don't have any vegetarians in your family, mixing the chicken in with the pasta is really good. I just don't mix it in because my one daughter won't eat it then. And then with that, I'm also just going to do a bag of frozen vegetables on the side, like some type of steam fresh type vegetables that you just throw in the microwave. So that's for Saturday. For Sunday, I'm going to do sausage and peppers. Again, this is another one. I usually have, most of these are usually recipes, but this happens to be another one that I don't have an actual recipe for. But we're going to do sausage and peppers, and I used to do this on the grill in the summer, like in the spring and summer. But, I would do the peppers and onions on the stovetop, and then I would do the sausage out on the grill because I'm going to do like sandwiches. But now I make if you have an air fryer, if you haven't made Italian sausage in the air fryer yet, if you like to eat sausage, it comes out so perfect. Like when you cook sausage on the grill or on the stovetop, it's really hard to turn it like enough and properly so that you don't get any of those like burn lines or darker lines on it. When you cook it in the air fryer, it comes out perfectly browned all around and there's no burn marks, no flipping, no nothing. So just throwing that out there if that's something that you're interested in. Also, I'm making on the side with that classic macaroni salad, which is from allrecipes.com. And it's just, the standard like elbow noodles with, mayonnaise, or vinegar, sugar, that whole type of thing. So we're going to do that on the side with sausage and pepper sandwiches. So then on Monday, I'm doing ribeye steak. I usually broil this, but now that the weather's warmer, I will probably just throw that on the grill. Again, no recipe for this one either. I didn't realize that so many meals this week just don't have actual recipes. But what I do with that is I just buy a ribeye steak, put it in a Ziploc bag with some oil and olive oil and some red wine vinegar, and then I sprinkle a bunch of Montreal steak seasoning in there and just kind of like mush it all together and let it marinate for a little while, and then I either broil it or throw it on the grill. And then on the side with that, we're going to do peas and pasta, which is from weelicious.com, like WEELICIOUS.com. And it's really just a basic recipe, though. It's pasta with peas and some Parmesan cheese and some olive oil. Makes a pretty good side dish to go with the steak. And then I'm also going to do a bagged salad, just one of the ones you buy from the food store that comes with like the toppings and the dressing to go with it. So that's for Monday. Tuesday, we're doing chicken chimichangas with sour cream sauce. That is from allrecipes.com. I always do share. I have never actually made the sour cream sauce, so I don't know how that part of it actually is. I just follow the part for the chicken chimichangas, and then I just put out some regular sour cream to go with it. And then on the side with that, I'm also going to make chickpea salad 2. It's like chickpea salad with the Roman numeral 2. And that's from allrecipes.com also. And that is just a really simple salad that has like cut up cucumbers and chickpeas and tomatoes and some Parmesan cheese and other seasonings. It's a really quick, simple salad to put together if you like chickpeas. It's one of my favorites. So that is for Tuesday. Wednesday, we're doing bacon wrapped barbecue shrimp. That's from allrecipes.com. And this is a really quick, easy way to make shrimp in the oven. And what I do is I don't actually wrap the shrimp with the bacon. I just cut up the bacon in like little pieces and I just lay it all over the top of the shrimp, and it makes it way quicker and easier, and it tastes just as good. And you could just grab like a piece of bacon and a piece of shrimp, and it works out really well that way. So I'm doing that, and then on the side I'm doing fried rice in the Instant Pot, which is from mydaintysoulcurry.com. You could, of course, just do it in a frying pan or however you like to make fried rice, but the fried rice goes really good with the barbecue shrimp. So that's for Wednesday. For Thursday, we're doing breakfast for dinner. I usually do this every 2 to 3 weeks. I don't remember the last time. I feel like I did it kind of more recently this time. I'm not sure, but Thursdays we usually either do breakfast for dinner or soup. I couldn't think. We usually do soup and grilled cheese or breakfast for dinner on Thursdays. I forgot to mention earlier, this does follow kind of like a meal rotation. Like I'm not always adding new recipes. So there'll be new recipes once in a while when I decide to throw something in, but I pretty much just make what we eat and I rotate it fairly frequently over the course of time. So you're going to find that a lot of the recipes over the course of time are going to be the same ones that keep repeating. So like I said, Thursdays we usually do breakfast for dinner every so often. So this week we're going to do that. We're going to do turkey bacon in the oven, which is from brendid.com, brendid.com. It's really not a recipe. It just tells you the method to cook it in the oven, and it's pretty much just 400 degrees, 10 minutes on each side, and it comes out really good that way. And it's so much easier than frying in the stovetop on your frying pan and having to clean it all up, and it just takes forever. So that's like the only way I pretty much do it now. And then I'm also going to be doing slow cooker cheesy bacon ranch potatoes, except without the bacon, because like I said, my one daughter doesn't eat meat and then she won't eat the potatoes. And that is from damndelicious.net, D-A-M-N delicious.net. This is a crock pot potato recipe, and you pretty much put, you chop up the potatoes and you layer them with ranch seasoning and shredded cheddar cheese and bacon if you're going to put the bacon in there. And it just cooks in the crock pot all day, and then that way that part of the meal's done, and then I just have to make the turkey bacon in the oven, and then I do scrambled eggs with that also. And I did forget to mention, the reason I always do like soup or breakfast for dinner on Thursdays is because I food shop on Thursdays, so I try and do like a really simple, easy meal that night. So that is Thursday. Friday, this is our last meal for the week. For the meal plan. And Friday we are doing porcupines, which is from allrecipes.com. If you haven't heard of porcupines before, I hadn't actually before I found this recipe years ago. But it's you basically, well, this one's made with ground turkey. I would imagine obviously you could make it with ground beef, but we've always done it with the turkey. It's basically like you make kind of like these meatballs that are like with turkey and white rice in them. And you just brown them quickly, and then you put them in a baking dish with sauce. And then you bake them in the oven, and we always serve them with mashed potatoes. It comes out really good. Like you wouldn't think like sauce and mashed potatoes, but I guess because of like the rice and the ground turkey, it goes really good with mashed potatoes. So I'm making that with Chef John's Perfect Mashed Potatoes, which is from allrecipes.com. And again, that's more just a method on cooking the potatoes. It's not really any special kind of recipe, but he just tells you to cut the potatoes in half lengthwise, and they come out perfect. You don't need to chop them up in a lot of small pieces, and so it just makes it quicker and easier. And he also has you put them back in, like after you drain them, put them back in the pot, turn the heat on high before adding any like milk or butter or anything, and just kind of stirring them, and it gets a lot of that water out that's left over in the potatoes, and it does make a big difference. I think it makes it absorb the milk and butter and whatever you're going to add to the potatoes better, because there's not that water left over. So anyway, oh yeah, I also wanted to mention, when I do the porcupines, I actually use minute rice. I believe the recipe calls for regular rice, but I have had a hard time a lot of times getting the rice to fully cook when it bakes in the oven, because you're not putting cooked rice in there. You're putting raw rice in there. But I've always had a hard time getting the rice to cook like fully. It's always been like slightly too crunchy. So I use minute rice when I do that. So that's it for today. If you have any suggestions or feedback you'd like to share with me, you can reach me at facebook.com/LolaSFrugalLife. You could message me through there, post something to the page. You can also email me at lolasfrugallife@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you with whatever you'd like to share with me. You can also join our private listeners group, which is at facebook.com/groups/LolaSFrugalLife. We have a really nice group of people in there. We talk about things mostly related to the main topic episodes, but some zone cleaning and things like that. So if you're interested in joining, just submit a request and I will approve it as soon as I see it. I usually check it every day. Also, if you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. And if you'd like to leave me a rating or review, that'd be super helpful. And thank you to those of you who already have. I actually just saw one on meal plans recently specifically, and I thought that was really nice. So thank you, whoever posted that review. But even if you don't want to write a review, even if you could just leave a star rating, it's supposed to really help out with getting the show found in search results, more frequently. So that'd be really helpful to me. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a really awesome day.